We spoke about it here in studio briefly just moments ago, but the big question, are Israel and Turkey friends or are they foes? The two recently rekindled ties after years of up and down tensions, but the latest war in Gaza is proving to be a major spoke in the works. Today being Wednesday, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan says Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is akin to Adolf Hitler. It's also not the first time Erdogan has compared Israel to Nazi Germany. In July of 2014, the Turkish president accused Israel of, quote, keeping Hitler's spirit alive during that war with Gaza as well. Here are his latest remarks.
Garip garip bahsederlerdi.
What difference do you have from Adolf Hitler? Is what Netanyahu doing now any less than what Hitler did? No. As of now, Hitler was not as rich as this one. This one is richer compared to Hitler. He is receiving support from the West. All sorts of support comes from America. And with all this support, what did they do to more than 20,000 Gazans? They killed them.
And joining me now from Jerusalem is Ambassador Alon Liel, the former head of the Israeli diplomatic mission to Turkey. Good afternoon. Thank you very much for taking the time to join me. Erdogan has massively stepped up his criticism of Israel during this current war. He's also asserted that Hamas is not a terrorist organization. Why are we seeing such harsh words coming from the Turkish president?
First of all, it's an unbelievable deterioration in the relations between the two countries. We already had it bad before this statement. But now, with this statement and the Netanyahu reaction, it's a very serious blow to the bilateral relations. What worries me especially is that Erdogan probably feels, and he might be correct, that the mood in the Arab world and the Islamic world is becoming so hostile to Israel because of what's happening in Gaza, that he can afford the term Nazis and the name Hitler in order to become the defender of the rights of the Muslim world and so on. So I think it goes beyond the bilateral issue. It goes to the regional issue.
Well, I do want to point out for our audience that perhaps hasn't heard of what Benjamin Netanyahu did respond just moments ago to the Turkish president, saying that Erdogan, who commits genocide against the Kurds, who holds a world record for imprisoning journalists and who opposes his rule, is the last person who can preach morality to us. The IDF is the most moral army in the world. We are defeating a terror organization in comparison to Hamas and ISIS, which has committed crimes against humanity, which Erdogan praises and also hosts its senior officials. Diplomats and ambassadors have been recalled. Is this all just for show, Alon, a judge me on what I do and not what I say type situation, considering cooperation between the two is still supposedly going on behind closed doors?
First, what worries me in the reaction of Netanyahu is the word genocide, because the Turks are extremely sensitive to this word, because the international community accuses them for genocide against the Armenians. And here Netanyahu comes with a genocide on the Kurdish issue. So this will cause an uproar in Ankara. Regarding the bilateral relations, there is one thing that we still have since 1949. We still have diplomatic relations with Turkey that were never broken since March 1949, and I'm getting worried. I'm getting worried if this will happen.
Well, Alon, what exactly is the worry? What are the benefits Israel gets from Turkey? Erdogan has never truly been a friend of the Jewish state, so isn't it time to reassess the ties once and for all?
Look, in the last 2 years, the relations have gradually recovered to the point that Erdogan and Netanyahu met in the UN, I think about 10 days or 2 weeks before the war broke out. And there was a talk on the gas pipeline again and so on. There is no doubt that under normal circumstances, these countries can benefit a lot from each other, but we are not anymore there. We are not in normal circumstances at this point. At that point, the only benefit that we still have is the commercial relations, and even this is not something critical for any of the countries. So it might well be that we will see this link being broken, totally broken soon.